say I do agree with Innocent on the issue of sanctions. And I think we are together with the EFF on that one. That the sanctions in Zimbabwe were unprecedented. For the last 2 decades, Zimbabwe has been under unprecedented sanctions from US and the EU. I'm glad now that the EU has softened some of their sanctions, which is good, which is progress. And this again has been courtesy of the success of the engagement and re-engagement agenda that President Mnangagwa brought when he came into power in 2017. So it has worked well. Here, as the diaspora, we've consolidated and supported and nurtured it as well in terms of engaging with other countries, like he has mentioned. We have engaged with a lot of embassies here, lobbying for the sanctions to be removed. And on that note also, I want to thank SADC and the African Union, because they have stood with Zimbabwe for the first time to applaud and call for the unprecedented call for the removal of the illegal sanctions against Zimbabwe. Let me finish. And against Zimbabwe. And Innocent is right to say some of the problems we've encountered economically in the last 20 years has been as a result of the sanctions. This is why you saw, if you talk of the farm mechanization program that we were discussing, because when the government empowered people to take the land, the banks were controlled by the Western world, so they could not lend black farmers. So this is why the government, through the Reserve Bank, went out to source a loan for their own farmers. And instead of giving them money, bought equipment to equip the farmers. And this was not only for the elite farmers. Yes, I know he's right to say that there were some politicians that fiddled with the system. But the scheme actually benefited also other small-scale farmers. So it wasn't really concentrated on the elite farmers and the politicians. Though there was corruption, I admit, and I will say there was corruption in that. Let me fast track now to move to the agenda of the unification of Africa. Yes, I want to make it very clear that he is right with what he has said. And I think we are, with the Free African Continental Trade Area, we're actually edging closer to that. Let me make it very clear that our differences we have within our own nations, they are minor. What unites us as Africa is bigger than what the little political differences that can separate us in our own internal regions. The fact that people trivialize political differences is actually an imperialist mindset which was left. See, the political turmoils you see of internal struggles were left under neo-colonialism, so that when the whites left, we would not have unity, but we will have disgruntlement in the funding of the opposition that is retrogressive, that just opposes for the sake of it. But I think building to a bigger African state, I am a Pan-Africanist myself. I support the idea, and I actually think that that's the idea that can take us from all the dilapidated institutions that we have. And I want to make it very clear that the CFT is a big initiative, and I think this is the beginning of the better steps to move towards an inclusive economic growth for Africa, which he has mentioned. Stand together with one common market, compete against the rest of the world. We need that, irrespective of the differences between Bobby and Museveni. We are going for African Union.
Right. The issue of human rights, I want us to jump a bit. We've gone to the economy and seen that.